Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. It is nice and cloudy and cool in Los Angeles today. I'm even wearing a sweater and I am still obsessed with fall flavors. This week's recipe is inspired by two of my recent favorite recipes, my maple cream sandwich cookies and my brown butter sugar cookies. How can we combine those two flavors? Today we are making brown butter blondies with a maple glaze. I'm so excited. We have 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of butter that has been browned. I've done this ahead of time because you want it to cool completely to room temperature, so if you want more details about how to brown your butter, you can check out my brown butter sugar cookies. I'll link it below. 1.5 cups of packed brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoons of salt, 3 eggs at room temperature, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, we are going to whisk together our flour, our salt, and our baking powder. Just make sure this is nice and combined and there's no big lumps, and then set this aside. In our big bowl, we are going to beat together our brown butter. Ooh, you can see all those brown bits that sunk to the bottom of this bowl. That is where a lot of the flavor is, so we want to save all of that. And our brown sugar. Beat this all together. We're not looking for fluffy here, we're more looking for creamy. Oh yeah, you like the way that smells, huh, buds? It smells so good. So once this is well combined, we can go ahead and add our eggs. Moses is licking his chops. Next, beat in your vanilla extract, and then gradually add in your dry ingredients. I am going to finish off by mixing everything by hand, and then our blondie batter is done. I have already lined my 9x13 pan with parchment paper, and then just spread. It's hard to get out of here by myself. Whew, that bowl gets heavy. Working on my arms today. Just gently spread the dough into the pan. And we are going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out with a few crumbs on it. I like them to be nice and gooey, so I don't want my toothpick to be completely clean. Our blondies are fresh out of the oven. They smell so good. Now we can move on to our glaze. We have 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So just combine everything into this small bowl and mix it up. If it is not combining well for you, you can stick this bowl into the microwave for about 10 seconds. You want all of that powdered sugar to dissolve into the glaze. Look at that beautiful glaze. Now we are going to pour our glaze over our blondies while they're still warm. Spread the glaze all around. Oh, that is so good. Now, this is the hardest part of the recipe. We have to let our blondies cool completely so our glaze sets before we can cut into them. It's finally cool, and so I am going to use the parchment paper. Gently lift your blondies out of the tray. And look at our beautiful blondies. I think I'm gonna cut them into bar shapes. What do you think? That is not a straight line. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. This is so good. The brown butter flavor is so rich. When the blondies are still really moist and tender on the inside, the maple glaze, it's not too mapley flavored, mapley. We used all maple syrup, not maple extract this time, but you could also add a little bit of maple extract or maple flavoring into the glaze or even into the blondie batter itself to bring out more of that maple flavor. Thank you guys for joining this week. We made maple brown butter blondies and they are so good. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. go check out the links below. I will link my recipes for the brown butter sugar cookies, where you can see how I do my brown butter. Also the maple cream sandwich cookies that I love that we made a couple of weeks ago. There's also a link to the written recipe, links to my social media, all that fun stuff, so go check it out, and I will see you next week. Oh, you know what? Actually, I might not see you next week. I'm gonna be out of town, so we'll see what happens. Bye, everyone.